What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, the Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you, another one, and this one is from Season 3. Official trailer has just dropped. You know what we're going to do on this channel. We're going to break the whole trailer down for you, and we're going to do that by going frame by frame. So if this is something you're into, make sure you thumbs up this channel, thumbs up the video. 500 is the like goal. Let's try to get there. Subscribe. We'll be doing a live stream tonight to break it down also, so let's get right into it.
Oh my God.
It was an ambush.
How many did you save?
Just like a dream.
You did the only thing you could do.
The trailer starts off with Tabitha in the same position we seen her last season, just realizing that she's not in Frumland anymore and she's still in the hospital, and at this time she can't believe where she's at. We've seen this shot in the teaser trailer of Boyd and someone in the wagon. I think the significant part here is Jade is also pulling the wagon. We hear Boyd say to Donna it was an ambush, and she said, "How many people did you save? You did all you can do." And you can see that Donna is very distraught. That means the person in this wagon is a major character that Donna is mad about, and I think we get more proof of who this person is later in the trailer. We also see a dead animal with some type of reins around him, dead on the floor. Never seen that animal before.
And you lost.
Like a dream.
Look, we're still in this thing,
The day you walked away.
but we have no idea what we're dealing with.
Unfortunate.
The trailer picks up and Boyd is told by Donna that you lost this battle, the one that he just got into, that he got ambushed. We see him carrying a body. This body looks like a woman's body. It looks tiny, it looks small, so I'm figuring I know who it is. It feels like they're coming out of the church with the body. We see Ethan standing outside right where the bus is at. That is where Randall lives, inside the bus, and he's standing by the swing set. Can't see what's in his hands in this video. And we also see Boyd. This has to be earlier than the battle because his shirt doesn't have any blood on it whatsoever. And then we see Victor just looking out of the porch. I think this is when they're bringing the body down the street, and Kenny hearing the radio, and once he hears the radio, he has no choice but to break the radio. When you look at everything, you look that Jade is also pulling the cart. It makes me believe that there's a great chance that it's Kenny's mom, especially when you look at the anger that's in Kenny from this, that Kenny's mom does get killed in this attack, and she is the one inside of the barrel.
Will you haunt me like a dream?
Things are getting worse around here, aren't they?
Boyd, we're out of food.
Next, we see Jade in a scene that I've never seen before. He's talking to some guy. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe you do. If you do, put it in the comment section. But it looks like someone we've never seen before. And the thing that I picked up on this guy when looking at his picture is that, number one, he is missing a right eye. Now, this is most likely a vision that Jade is having, because I don't think anyone would be dressed in this weather in the snow, so Jade is getting some other type of vision. Again, if you look close, before he grabs this, he has a skull in his hand, and it seems like he's drinking from this skull. But the thing that we can pick up is that he is definitely missing a right eye. We can see that there's blood coming down from the right eye. Kind of reminds me of a drawing that Ethan had of someone having blood coming down from their right eye. But it seems like he's drinking from this skull. Whose skull? We have no idea. Is he drinking it? We don't know, but I do think that's what he's doing, drinking it. We get a quick shot of Boyd talking to the nurse outside by the pool. I do believe that this is significant. I'll get into that later, but it's definitely the nurse that he's talking to. After that, we see Boyd talking to Jim, and Jim is like, things are getting worse. The question I would have for him is, Jim, where's your wife? And I do think we're going to get some of those answers from a scene that we see later on in this trailer. It seems like people are getting together and finally starting to discuss the information that they have together. And then after this scene with Jim talking to Boyd, we see Fatima outside Colony House, and all of the food is rotted. Everything is spoiled. It's all piled up outside. We have the greenhouse where they kept the food, and the food is no longer good. And this is when Donna tells Boyd that we are out of food, and this is going to be a major point of contention. I think it ties back to the scene we seen earlier with Boyd when he was inside of the stables.
Too many things are changing here.
I have to remember.
Remember what?
What's missing?
Nothing that I've been through is possible.
I think you're here for what's in the basement.
Next, we see Victor with a map. I do believe when we see him with this shovel, he's over here looking for something. He's digging for something, maybe something he's hidden between the trees. He also recorded the distance between the trees, and because they're moving, maybe he can't pinpoint where this thing is. We hear him talking to Sarah, saying he has to remember everything, and I think that's what's going on. The trees are moving, so he doesn't know exactly where this thing is, but he's digging for it. Then we see Tabitha in some type of chapel. This is a good chance this could be in the hospital still. They may have said, listen, go talk to the priest. You may feel better after you talk to the priest, and that's why she's talking to him. But we do see her outside of the hospital, and outside of this man's house, we can clearly see there's a bottle tree. It's one of two things dealing with this guy. I'm going to tell you both of them right now. What a man. And I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say this man is Victor's father right here. Because that picture in the middle right there, 100% looks like Eloise in the middle right there. I don't care what anyone says, that definitely looks like Eloise, so I do believe this is Victor's father. We then see her go downstairs in the basement, and we see paintings, not drawings, paintings of these children. And I do believe it's Eloise who did these paintings, because Victor uses crayons. Eloise is going to use this, and this is when she's going to find Eloise this season.
This place will not break us. We can still win. But the only way we go home is together.
After this, we see Jim and Kenny off on safari, as Donna would like to call them, that they're off on safari. But while they're out there, they do find this kind of like voodoo doll, it looks like to me, out there in the woods, and something makes Kenny want to go and grab for his gun. Now, what's the significance of these voodoo dolls? Voodoo dolls are used for people like puppets. Could all these people in here be puppets in the end? We see Boyd ringing the bell. Could be a flashback to an earlier season, an earlier time with him ringing the bell, and now I don't know if it's exactly happening this season. And Kenny's mom outside, scared to death. Good chance she dies during this situation when this goes down, when it's all said and done. Never seen her in a situation like that. We see the monsters out there, the cheerleader monster, the librarian monster. I don't know what we want to call the guy with the hat. And then we see the dining room monster out there. And then we see the milkman monster with Jade, and he's by the cow. And while we see the milkman monster, he's going for some milk because he cuts the cow's neck off with his hands, and then seems like Victor is out there to save Jade, trying to get Jade to leave. And then we see Boyd talking about the food shortage earlier in this trailer.
Hello. The game here is rigged. Why can't they leave us alone?
No matter what this place throws at us, we're gonna find our way home.
We then get the return of the grandma monster, and it seems she has a knack for making young people open the door for her, because that's what Ethan's doing. I don't understand why he's doing it, but then we see Julie. She realizes what's going on. She tries to slam the door on the grandma monster, but the grandma monster is having none of that. Like, you're not slamming this door on my face. She sticks her hand right in there, blocking the door. We can see they must have some type of strength. Julie takes off running. She tries to make her way out of the back with Ethan. We see Donna having a breakdown, saying this game is rigged. She doesn't know what to do. They show us the mannequin. The mannequin turns its head. So again, this must be another Jade subconscious mind coming through, and we see a bunch of strings with Jade looking up at him. I think this has to do with string theory. Get into that in a different video. We see Julie outside, scared to death. She makes it out from the grandma monster, and then it seems that Sarah is the one to save her and take her away. I think that's what's going to happen here. But at some point, it seems that Julie does get injured, and she's on the couch, and something's going on, and they're trying to fix her wound.
Everybody just talks about how afraid they are of dying. Well, I don't think that's the worst thing that can happen to you here.
Jim is in the kitchen, and then the phone rings. I bet you that this voice on the phone is the exact same voice that he got on the transmitter when he answers this phone. Guarantee it. Put that in the bank. We then see again these mannequins, these zombie-like voodoo dolls stuck into the snow. Who put them there? That is what we need to find out exactly. Look African in nature. And finally, it seems like they're having a town hall meeting. Maybe they're discussing the food, but hopefully they're discussing more than just the food. It is discussing everything. We see Jade outside with his hand on the red rock out here. And then after that, we hear Randall say that he believes there's something worse than dying here.
Hello?
Quick shot of boy getting dragged. After that, we see Tabitha in the real world. She's got on Victor's lunch pail while she's outside of the hospital. We see someone get trapped in the bear trap. It looks like leg warmers. I mean, maybe this is a woman, so the creatures are setting traps now for people. Then we see Randall he got hit in the nose with something. Don't know what hit him, but something definitely hit him. Quick shot of the nurse. We don't know exactly what's going on here, but she's in the diner. After that, we see a shot of what looks like an EMS person or some type of police officer. This person has a gun, but it looks like there's a monster coming up behind them. After that, we see blood in the sink, and after the blood's in the sink, it seems like Fatima's teeth are falling out of her mouth. Now, is this pregnancy that she's got going on, is it changing her? Will she turn into a monster like we've seen in the bathtub? We see Julie upset about everything. I'm sure this is to do with her mother. And then we see finally this dude answer the phone, and I told you in the last segment that I believe it will be the same voice on the phone that he heard before.
Like a dream
You looking for these?
into my life.
You can't save them all.
We see the nightmare creatures surrounding an ambulance. Must be a new one. It's got power. It's got gas. The other one was all fucked up. So there must be a new EMS person must come in here. Randall seems like he's surrounded. You can see the diner in the background. It's on the main strip. Boyd is inside there trying to get something, and she has the key. The nightmare creature realizes that this key, and you need this key to get out of here. And this is where the trailer ends. Great trailer. I think it's amazing. I'm going to have another video breaking down scenes from the trailer directly, but I'm going live tonight at 10 p.m. so make sure you join me, and it's a call-in live stream. You can call in and talk to me. Like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.